I'm the delicious and mythical Griffin Muffin, and here with another chill night in with Esoteric. I had to remember the name there for a second. I don't know why. I've played this game many times now. I don't know why I had to struggle to remember this game, this amazing game that I've been playing over the last few weeks or so. But yes, welcome. Let me just set up some things because sometimes the chat function in either OBS or Twitch is the only way that I can... Yep. Cool. Alright, so, I don't know if anyone has been watching this via the VOD or just whatever, but we are now in the presence of Coinlord Darrow, which is the person that we've been trying to get to for the last 5 playthroughs, so in a total, like 10 hours of game at this point, all so that we can access the tea shop, which is our divine mission in ascertaining who actually blew up the tea shop. Apologies, I'm quite thirsty. The only thing to mention is that we did find out more information that the tea shop is in fact an assembly point for the Asgalists in this city of Norvik, I believe is because they use the term Norvik and Tolstad. I'm not sure if like it's Norvik's the city, Tolstad's the city, but in this city, and there's an election coming up, and the Asgalists are there, so people are trying to take out the Asgalists, it seems like, or at least disrupt their means of doing things. Yes, we're here in Coinlord Darrow's apartment, or mansion, or estate, if you will. So we're here, and here's our friend from before. In the last episode, I did manage to get the Speak with Animals spell, and I thought I was going to get up to more antics to do with, like, speaking to animals and such, but it appears I was only able to get a chance to speak to the griffin, while glorious, was not as, I thought I would be doing more with the spell. When I did the demo for this game, like a couple years ago, I remember there was a seagull you can speak to, and there's a giant lobster somewhere I need to speak to as well, and maybe the rust monster, but I don't know if they're an animal, but yeah. Alright, so let's speak to them. The angel stands tall. She's blocking the hallway, leading further into the Coinlord's mansion. She looks like a giant in here, despite the high ceiling. Her many eyes glare at you. Is the magistrate... She nods. He will see you now, cleric. The words leave you shaking. The goblin gives you a stern look. Your muscles scream for you to be ready for a battle. Here we go. Speak to Coinlord Darrow. Let's get our bit of a feel for him. He's Earthfolk, he's a coin lord. Here he is, the coin lord of Norvik, and a magistrate of Tolstad. See, I'm not quite sure what Norvik and Tolstad are like. Are they like, one's a district, one's a city? I don't know, I have to find out at a different point. That smile of his is a facade, of course, an expression, simulacra, heavily trained over the course of 20 years on the job. He's an expert in his field, and his field is politics. Have to think of a voice for this guy. I have an idea. At the top of the stairs, you see a man placed upon his silken throne. His well-groomed face lit by a single bulb candle, but he does not look at you. Instead, he folds his copy of the Norvikian Post, and in half and sighs. Won't you look at that? It's Coinlord Darrow in the flesh. Your boss. You hear about this? The man slaps his newspaper. Asgalist opportunist strikes fear in Silka's guild, he reads to you. Then he lowers the paper and mutters, 9,000 crowns in damages. Damn, it's like 2 years' salary. He looks annoyed and impressed at the same time. The Asgal spirit is strong. Yes, certainly, they are tenacious. His eyes, he's reading you. But what can you do? It's democracy. I love democracy. Not many clerics do, from what I hear. Darrow lets out a sigh, folding his paper in half again. It's the age of crowds. That's what they call it. And the loudest voices keep shouting at me, in particular, it seems. He furrows his brow. The moonlight makes him look like a marble bust. He is certainly playing the part. He shifts his eyes over to your companion. I see you've picked up a goblin. He takes a step forward. Lord Darrow, Lady Sageleaf has declared a joint operation. Of course she has. Cleric, if you will, I would like to speak to you in private. Excuse me? The goblin glances at you and then back to the Coinlord. Seriously? It's fine. He's cool. Sure. Now, if you please. He gestures toward the stairs. Your services are not needed at the moment. Thank you. Snell lifts his head into the air. A deadly stare. Don't piss off the goblin. You want him to watch your back. The Coinlord wants a private report. It's a fair request. Snell would appreciate if you stood up for him. No good option here. Someone's gonna get pissed. Tension, sweat. What can you say? Snell stays. I think I made the right decision there. The tall man glares at you. Oh, your asshole puckers. You hear a chuckle from your companion. It's fine. Blatant, anyhow. He gives you a knowing glance. I'm heading home. First thing tomorrow, cleric. His tone of voice gives it away. He respects you a little bit now. Yes. That is what matters. That is what matters in life, is to be respected by Snell. Sucking up to a goblin. Would he do the same for you? Snell gives you a quick nod, then he turns to leave. The Coinlord glances out the window and remains quiet for a moment. I feel compelled to ask. Once you hear the door closing behind Snell on his way out, he continues. How was your meeting with our dear goblin chieftain? I don't think she likes me. He gives you a short laugh. I'm in a similar seat myself. His jaw tightens, then loosens. You notice a ring on his finger. It looks esoteric. The Coinlord carries an iron will ring, as all good politicians do. Makes any mind-altering spell you cast on him useless. Don't waste your spell slots. I must apologize, cleric. Tossing you around as a pawn in this regrettably political game of ours isn't something I had hoped for. You obviously have much more important matters to attend to in the palace. Of course you do. There is no greater act than serving your city. And this man is a Darrow. He's a descendant from your Lord Patron Bargo Darrow himself. Then why bring me here? He clicks his tongue. Straight to the point. Good. First things first. I'm obliged to offer accommodations during your stay in Tolstad. It is customary for clerics on a job to be given free housing by their employer. You may stay in the old guard tower. The Coinlord tosses you an iron key. That key will get you access to the tower. Etir uses one of the floors. You can take the top one. Thank you for housing me, my lord. No need to thank me. It's entirely customary. He shuffles about, looking annoyed for a moment. Now, about the incident. As soon as the fires were put out, I had a city engineer inspect for structural damages. He speaks of the tea shop. Once it was cleared and no casualties were reported, I shut it down. I heard something about a fireplace incident? He waves his hand through the air as if swatting a fly. A white lie. The reason why we've been so very careful with this whole ordeal is simply because we do not want to cause more strife. We've got enough of that already. Earth, pray tell. Suddenly you see how very tired this man is, and his breath smells funky. What's your theory? This matter with the tea shop is one big distraction, I'm afraid. So it's just a smokescreen. Well, my purest guess would be someone with access to arcane artifacts, or at worst, a rogue spellcaster. Someone who would benefit from scared goblins and angry Asgalists. So, a radical. Not a bad guess. However, he is clearly attempting to not place focus on any real powers in the city. If a party was to blame, that would cause a headache for him. What information do you have? Aggressive spread of fire, a loud explosion. Militia rush across the whole halfway bridge and put it out. He looks out the window. The owner is missing, but no one hurt. Strife? It's election week, cleric. We've got illegal rallies, copper presses full of lies, and a populace ready to tear their neighbors into pieces. If the city is to survive, we need to play it safe. He rubs his eyes. Then we've also got a tired old Lord Patriarch who hasn't left his villa for years. Yes, Lord Patriarch Akerson. He is old, but he is hanging in there. That leaves us in charge. We, the people? No. Me and you? No. You and the magistrates? Yes, cleric. We, along with the straggling patriarchs and other palace officials, hold the reins in this election for the party of Norvik. Trust me, it is not easy being a magistrate. Anyhow, the tea shop. He gestures for you to continue the conversation. Got it. Keep him talking. You need more info before you ask about the tea shop. Well, it might be smart for you to go for the tea shop questions straight away. You require information. Ask. Well, that's a lot of them. There. Just ask for access to the tea shop. You must complete your quest. Is that an angel, your bodyguard or something? More or less. Etir is a high prefect. Every magistrate gets the highest tier of protection available. She's not much of a talker. I can't say I dislike it. She's lovely. You hear that, Etir? Darrow calls out down the stairs. Yes, magistrate, she replies coldly from below. The magistrate shakes his head. Earth, be good. How is the election going? We're winning. Earth be blessed. His voice is not cheerful. You're not happy about it? We've got a third of the populace. A third. That means we've already lost the goodwill of a large portion of the human population. According to the latest polls, the campaign is a half failure, but it will get us over the finishing line. The campaign? The national campaign aimed at reigniting the spirit of Earth in his folk. A great movement. It's been 70 years since the Reconquest. Let us celebrate that victory. What's this? The Reconquest, an historical event in Norvik. It began with Earth's landing in 466 AE, and is said to have been finished by 468 AE, when Earth finished eradicating the trolls who roam the ruins of Tulankatal. It is a point of contention of it, if it should be called a reconquest or just a conquest, as no humans had ever lived in the location before. The fancy man feigns a cheer, an attempt to make the masses worship the state instead of their dead god. He sighs. You have read Alexandro, I assume? Of course. Yes, of course. And I'll spare you the lecture. We followed his teachings when building the campaign. A campaign to bridge the gap between an follower of Earth and a citizen of Norvik. You want people to worship the state? More or less. Horrifying. The state of Earth's legacy. Why not worship it? What sort of chaos is the election brewing? All kinds. What's your problem with Asgalists? You're kidding. He laughs. They've infiltrated every guild. Their rally circus causes near riots whenever they gather up. They're disrupting the economy. When the agrarian party fell apart, we almost had a famine on our hands. Oh well, he corrects himself straight away. Famine is a bit of an exaggeration, but they did practically ruin our grain exports for an entire quarter. Hells, we'd be better off with the free striders any day of the week. They at least uphold basic economic stability. He's spitting truth. He should not say such dishonorable things. Only the city, those holding Earth's legacy, can rule. They indeed did not cause a famine. The only ones responsible for that economic upheaval were the shareholders refusing to increase the wages of the farmhands. That is why they all flipped green. They wanted a decent income. They were instead fired from their positions if they in any way supported Asgalism, which is turn slowed, which in turn slowed the production of grain, thus hurting their exports. If they had only shared a small amount of their profits, their quota would have been fine. I have some other non-election questions. Good, I've talked about this damn election for a lifetime. Is the missing paladin involved? Is that what the papers call him now? Lord Gorm has been missing for weeks, so I'm afraid the timeline doesn't quite add up. If you find him skulking about below, you can ask him anything you want. Just let him know he's been kicked off the campaign, okay? He sounds pissed. Paladins would often delve too deep into the tunnels below Norvik. It's tradition, really. If you find him, perhaps there will be a reward. If the goblins hadn't pushed for it, would you have sent for me? The posh man looks you up and down. No, I don't think I would have. Honesty. They really should have sent someone with more experience for this. I'm afraid your being here is a bit of a perfect storm. We needed someone with the abilities, but without any direct ties to the campaign. Did you know every higher class cleric in this city is actually a devoted member of the Nationalist Party? Higher class? That's probably lingo for anyone who's above a petty officer. Except you, apparently. Because of your history. I don't mean to pry, but I do wonder. Why? Don't tell them the truth. Anything but the truth. The truth shall set you free. Ooh. So it knows that I'm pro-Asgalist. I mean, I did say it earlier, so... I was arrested during an Asgal rally once, so they wouldn't let me join. I like to stay neutral, they're intimidated. I was arrested, yeah. The posh man stops for a moment before letting out a bellowing laugh. I'll be damned. Well, we all make silly mistakes as teenagers. They shouldn't hold that against you. I was 25 years old. Oh. Now he just thinks it's sad. Well, anything else you needed? What is my actual job here? Your actual job? It's to do what I ask of you. He's getting tired of this. Look around the rubble. Ask around for witnesses or evidence. I want you to keep the goblins happy. Do that and I'll be happy. I need access to the tea shop. His eyes. He's thinking of making a choice. The goblins are not the only ones with eyes in our scorched tea shop. In fact, I have been advised to simply ignore the whole thing. Just to let it go. That would be a sound choice if the goal is to avoid political fallout. That would be foolish. His eyes pierce through the visor of your helmet. Why? He wants your truthful answer. Justice needs to be served. The city should protect its citizens, no matter their political affiliations. He listens to your words closely. Well, Sageleaf is insistent. I'm in a difficult position, cleric. Do make it easier for me, will you? And how do I do that, my lord? He speaks with a protested voice and says, I want to be able to trust you. He interrupts and continuing. Trust that you'll be able to keep this on the down low. He fears something about this tea shop. And if anything unseemly were to be uncovered, you'd of course keep such things from non-city affiliated factions. The Coinlord speaks with a speed you're barely able to follow. Do you understand? Not a question, a demand. If a city-affiliated actor caused the explosion, then this Coinlord is done for. Of course, he's going to be careful. Your lord demands obedience. You must answer. Wait! This is your chance to stand your ground. Turn the tide of this fucking convo. He's trying to steamroll me, isn't he? Yup. There's nothing to steamroll. You are his servant, nothing else. You gotta catch up. No, just accept it. Ooh. Now, shit. You close your eyes. You listen. Now, you big buffoon, you've got approximately 1.5 seconds before this word Mancer takes control of the conversation again. So it's time to shoot your shot. Shit, you can't think of anything, can you? Nope, not a thing. Well, good luck to you. What? What do you mean? You're on your own now. You're not gonna help me out? Pfft, no way. This whole thing's fucked. So what do I say? No clue. But you've been standing here quiet for at least 30 seconds at this point. It's time for you to open your eyes. I guess I should. The magistrate is reading his newspaper. He has now lost all interest in serving your strange behavior. He glances up at you. Oh, you're finished. You started breathing funny, so I assumed you needed a moment. But it's fine, it's not like I'm busy or anything. Anyway, about the tea shop. I need that reassurance, cleric. Reassurance that you won't oppose the city narrative. Swear on it, cleric. An oath is a serious thing. Do not take this lightly. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna swear my oath. You bow down before the magistrate, ready to recite the words that you so solemnly remember. He looks down on you, his smirk now faded. He's not taking this lightly. Good. On the name of the last-born god, earth be blessed. Earth be blessed. I swear to uphold the truth, honesty, justice, and holy realm of his conquest. And serve your cause as a humble servant till my service is finished. The Coinlord would find it harder to get you in legal trouble if you change the magically binding words. He won't notice, probably. Careful now. Okay, so what's the difference? I say, swear your cause as a humble servant, and serve your cause as a humble servant until my service is... They're all the same. They're both the same. And serve your cause as a humble servant, and serve the cause. Serve the cause as a humble servant until my service is finished. The Coinlord nods. Yes. He places a hand on your shoulder. Okay. Now get up. The passphrase is cardamom poison. No one would ever speak ill of that wonderful spice. Report back to me on election day. Make sure to clear this up with the goblins before then, will you? Thank you, Magistrate. Just make it happen. Alright. What's this? A whale of many colors. Let's speak to her again. The angel stands tall. She's blocking the hallway. I spoke with the magistrate. Be finished with your business here. The magistrate will not have time again, cleric. Darrow is letting me stay in your tower. The spinning eyes stop for a moment. Run! I am aware. Are you okay with that? She is silent for a beat. The magistrate has ordered it. She is not happy about it. Do I get the tower all to myself? No. It's temporary. The angel appears to sigh. Mimicry. You realize that she does not breathe. Such interesting biology. A truly esoteric creature. I'll be going to the guard tower then. There is a bedroll on the upper floor. Do not touch anything. Listen to her. Obey. Okay. What do we got here? I can't speak to it. A knightly helmet. Must be left over. Take it. Ooh. Yep, I took a fucking helmet. An LR of Norvik, an LR of a girl, and a newspaper clipping about the Coinlord. I think that's all I can do here. And I'm out! Now, Snell is not with me for the next few hours. Now, I don't know if they do a whole thing where you can get up to other things, like really crazy shit without... Is this the guard tower they're speaking about? Entrance to the old guard tower. Okay, so that's where, you know, I would finish the night, basically, so... Let's go around, let's do some... Oh, shit! I should have just gone to bed. What? An ambush! Your body tenses. Do not falter. That's pretty good for initiative. Alone. They were waiting for Snell to leave. You've got the upper hand. You've got the wrong cleric! So I can cast that spell if needed. Shield of Faith? For duration, any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. I've got my... No, this is not a valid target. The mask, it's a mental barrier. Ah, okay. I gotta try it. You got the wrong cleric! It worked! Lady Fair worked. Oh, awesome. Your loud words cause the assassin to actually stop. For a second, not too long, he looks around and retracts his next blow. The body language says, "Oh no, I made a mistake." Wrong? You hear a light voice mutter from behind the esoteric mask. Yeah! No, you're not! The shrill voice screams at you as the assassin once again pounces forward. Bought you a few seconds. That's something. The magical dagger aimed at your chest. Huh? Oh shit. It lands, piercing the chainmail, quivering weak flesh. Just a little blood, it'll be fine. Don't stop, this bastard sure won't. You must destroy the attacker. It's time to act. Strike back. You can use the confusion. Yep. Yes! Think about it. This fellow is clearly just going for it. Wildly, unprofessionally. With a little push, you can get him off your back. All you need to do is... The masked one flinches as you push yourself forward. Good. Now say something badass or fucked up. I am not the one who will die here! What? He stumbles backwards. Oh, fuck this. You hear the muffled voice of the assassin from behind the mask. He takes a step back and mumbles some strange words. Movera per spatium. You know those words. The bastard's trying to cast Misty Step. Stop right there! Before you can reach him, a cloud of esoteric mist poofs into existence from his hands. The assassin is gone. Catch your breath. How horrific. Someone's really trying to kill you. Apart from the wounds you've sustained, of course. You can't let him get the upper hand like this. You gotta be alert, like faster. There is something strange about this. That was no killer. It felt like a mistake. All of it. You will have to be stronger next time in order to capture this foolish spellcaster. That was Misty Step at the end there. Could this be the rogue spellcaster? Could very well be, yes. Woo! It is probably not an officially licensed magic user, no. That would be ridiculous. The city does not hire esoteric killers like this. Your guess, the masked one is a warlock out for blood. You'll have to catch him to find out more. This has to be connected to the tea shop, right? Don't be so hasty to make connections. You will have to find out more. Try speaking with the assassin next time. I'll get him next time. Good attitude. You can try? Let's not stay here. Time to go. Oh, I am squatting down. That was interesting. Alright, let's have a look and see if we can follow up on some things. I don't think I should go into the city below without Snell, though. Snell has saved my ass so many times while I was in the city below. So, yeah, not gonna do that. I guess we should check the questing tree, though. I don't know how I got Free Strider. I think it must have been when I said, like, democracy was good or something like that. Coinlord, that's completed. Oh, maybe I should enter the tea shop. Hello, what's this? The little hatch on the door is open. A puff of smoke escapes it. As you step up to the door, you see smoke billowing out of the little hatch. A wooden sign hangs up on the door on a single rusty nail. It says open. Knock on the door. 3 hard slams, followed by a crunchy sound from beyond. Yeah, yeah. A bloody moment, will ya? I am waiting, potion seller. Oh my god. It's potion seller. You hear a harsh growl from inside. I told you. One bloody moment. Through the smoke, you see a pair of peering red eyes in the hatch. You hear him click his tongue. You a copper? Does that give me a discount? Nah, opposite. Well, no matter. If you got coin, oh, you got potions, lad. Swirl and glow and make your muscles get thicker and shit, bruh. I like the sound of that. Yeah, bet you do. We got all the standard stuff, slush and river blood, you know. Just say the word. I'll gabbin. Gabbin? Yeah, well, gaboogle, gabbin. Is he having a fucking stroke? He speaks of a truly esoteric dialect. Perhaps some kind of North Reedsian dialect, perhaps. Well, that's great. I'd love a potion. Coolio. Oh, coolie. Go ahead, brut. What is brut? Brut, a Vorgurney slang for brother. Specifically the dialect grown out of the coastal slang, a mix of gnome tongue and underclass migrant workers in old Majo colonies. Oh, I can haggle. That is a lot of crowns. I don't even know how much crowns I have. Oh, it has it right there. Just like in Disco Elysium. It has it down the bottom there. I could get purchased concentrated rhubarb ale. But why are those crossed out? I wonder why. What about got something more potent? Nah, brat, not for you. Convince him to sell your strongest potion. What? Why? Why? Because you'll be knackered by one swig. My special brews ain't for you, Tilly lads. I can promise I can handle it, potion seller. Brat, I'm yet to be convinced. Okay, if you say so. I do. Anything else? Ooh, potion of healing, 50 crowns. Might as well get one of those while I'm here. All reliable. The mending. Won't serve the hole in your soul, though. It'll get you through the day. Now everything is out. That's all for now, potion seller. Thank you. Potion seller. I loved that fucking thing back in the day. Is this my bike? A handful of bicycles are stationed in the local rack. Bike rack station. I've already gone through this. This particular bike is yours. Where is the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Could this be a quest? Yep. Find the missing key. Mystery bike. Yep. Done all this. Oh no, but there's no quest here. Key is probably at the bottom of the river, along with the rest of your dignity. Yep, cool. So I've done that. I wonder if I should go talk to that lobster. That's down over here. Oh, hello. I think I missed this last time. Old faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. The cat! I'll speak to the cat. Oh, no. Behold, a black cat. No, I should be able to. If I engage. There we go. Yes. Speaking to the cat. This is it. This is why I was born. You place your palm in front of your face and whisper, "Everything is words." As you do, the subtle movements of the cat appear not so subtle anymore. Then it snaps, and your mind appears to translate it all into a form you understand. Hello, cat. You hear a loud scoff coming from the tiny creature. Been a long time since you and your brutes learned to speak. Do not call me cat. That is an idiotic way to greet someone. I am Sir Triban of the Stones and the Waters. It's funny that it says Stones in the Waters because in my home tabletop game I got running for Draw Steel. So for those who don't know, for the elves, the high elves in Draw Steel, the high elves have like very poetic sounding names, like a phoenix rising amidst a midsummer fire, or like was it like lightning strikes a lover thrice and stuff like that. So like I named a character a stone in the middle of the coursing river. So like hearing like stones in the waters just kind of reminded me of that. Of course, Sir Triban. The cat speaks in a jaded regal tone. I knew it was going to be a jaded regal tone. It's adorable. I'll be frank, humano. Never cared too much for your kind. Human, tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast, like those who are less inclined to reproduce, like rabbits. Humano? An attempt at cat speech. How glib. Understandable. The brute is subservient, eh? Fitting for your kind. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you, if that's what you're expecting. The cat speaks in a slight cat speech accent, which is logical, but still quite strange to hear from a creature of this stature. What's it like being a cat? He really doesn't like that word. Sorry, what's it like being a feline? I am a shadow. I move unseen. I hunt. I stalk. You would not understand, brute. For you are clearly so far below the default, you cannot ever truly comprehend what it's like. What do you know about the tea shop? Tea? Ah, you mean to say leaves that smell? Yes, that building did have a lot of that, before it fell to ruin. And I mean before it was scorched. Before? Yes, when the bird took over. I hope that fowl was lost in the flames. Then again, what I would not have given to hunt it myself. Alas, I would have needed a dozen hunters to bring it down. Biggest bird I ever saw. The cat speaks of the owner of the tea shop? Interesting. Oh. So we know the owner of the tea shop is a big bird. Maybe it's like an owl person? See anything suspicious lately? You. Oof. Ouch. You live out here? Of course not. Don't be daft. I live in the wandering chicken under the earth, as any respectable creature would. Sorry, what? An esoteric type of housing. Interesting. I see. How interesting. You would think so, wouldn't you? He makes an annoyed tisk sound. Now, Vit! Can I come visit you in your chicken house? I suppose I cannot stop you, though my homestay servant is quite the eccentric woman. So do that knowledge as you wish. All cat people are good. Well, of course. Who else would take in such a self-centered creature? Ooh, here we go. You are subservient. Feed his ego enough to actually get some answers. No! Fuck. Just say something nice about his whiskers. That should work. I like your whiskers, cat. Shit, right. He doesn't like being called that. Oh, sorry. Can I try again? The cat scoffs. The way a 40-year-old fisherman scoffs at an ambitious teenager. No. Go away. Shit. Oh. Can I... Yes! Come on, let's try this again. What?! Nah, just have to do this again. I'm not offending the cat! I will do this again! Yes, finally! You want some real answers? Feed his ego. Easiest way to do that is to compliment him. But not soft compliments. Hard compliments. You are a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Triban. The coast trembles at your presence and longs for your presence. Appearance and your presence, sorry. Yes, well... Bards will surely write songs of my accomplishments. That is true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Will you go away if I do? Absolutely. He sighs in a deep grumble, the type of noise you do not expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke me in my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fried. Blue fire? Who's telling this story? Do not interrupt me, brute. I wanted to know who caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran all around like crazy, trying to put out the flames. I saw a brute like you, put in garish yellow cloth, being interrogated by some of them. Man in yellow? Freestrider? Perhaps? And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have been... The one who should have wings appeared. The one who should have wings. On her orders, the... what do you call it? Tea shop. Yes, they hammered it shut. Then she did something. Wave and glow on it. A locking spell to keep outsiders from entering the crime scene. Commonly used in the city. That's it. Now leave. Thank you for the information. Well, that was a very well-used spell slot. Knowing a bit more about... What the fuck is this? Huh? Up in the air, 10 or feet so over the moonlit grassy field, you peer at the outline of a bubble. It sits fixed, wobbling by the push of some unknown force, clearly not affected by wind or anything else material. An esoteric pocket in the making. Look closer. It is still forming. Your past experience tells you an approximate time. 1 hour. In 1 hour, it will form into something solid. I should make sure this doesn't turn into a major issue. Yes, it is your duty. Actually, this time, this shit's even mentioned in your contract. Ooh. I did want to check out the tea shop, though. I have to spend a full hour watching it? An esoteric pocket is unreasonable. If you leave it for a second, it might be gone or go completely out of control. You know well, the esoteric is much impacted by surrounding sentience. If a thinking mind is near it, if it is observed, the pocket will act more rationally. I guess the tea shop isn't going anywhere, but this will. Late night hours. Real fun time to stay out on Tolstad. This is the kind of night heroes are created. The kind where dark forces emerge from the chasms to be beaten back by the bellowing horns of the light. Focus on the pocket. Norvik has a recorded rate of 0.15 of DEPF, Daily Esoteric Point Formation. This rate is similar to the other coastal cities. Few of the pockets result in anything above 1-star danger rating as well. The current rate for anything higher, 1 in 10. Thus, this pocket before you will arguably not result in anything dangerous or interesting. But it's still your job to deal with it. If someone finds out you didn't deal with this pocket and it turns into like some 4-star lava biome or something, you're screwed. And you might be able to wiggle your way out of trouble, but really, considering how many people know you're here on this specific piece of Tolstad. So Tolstad must be like the land, Norvik's the city. Right now for the investigation. Above the shimmering pocket far up, you see the moon. Alone in the ever-wide expanse, a blot of light, as wide as your thumb on an outstretched fist, circling around the white, its blue-hued ring. It shines particularly bright on this cloudless night. Even this grassy field, the roof of the garden, which holds no glowstone, no everlasting flame, is so brightly illuminated that you have no trouble seeing each individual dewy blade of grass as you plant yourself on top of them. Oh, get some hit points back, that's always good. Stare at the pocket. Isn't there a saying about this? Something about not staring at esoteric pockets? Esoteric pocket, an area overtaken by esoteric magic, exceedingly rare on the coast. Further inland you get, the more common they are, with the infinite wastes being theorized to be filled with nothing but them. Strange remains and shadows while the eyes on folk lay upon it. That's the one. Cold, rigid, wet, hard. Despite this, your body screams for rest. Don't fall asleep. Your question is met with silence as the time passes before and beyond. All this, an instant for the man in the eternal pool. A man? What man? Never mind! A distraction, a tingle growing. Awaken! Your intuition was correct, as always. You waited 1 hour, and now you get to witness this esoteric event. It is forming. It has become. What? What the fuck is that? Inside you see creatures. Small, furry, with arms and legs. They look like tiny potatoes with limbs. Vatar. Fey tricksters. They're dancing. Wildly, chaotic. You feel compelled. Resist the urge. Impossible. Your feet move. Your body walks itself into the pocket. You step inside. The Vatar cheer. Tiny voices, high-pitched, gleeful. I'm dancing! Your body moves. Or maybe it's just an instinct. Not by choice, but by some ethereal urge. The Vatar dance around you both. Laughing, spinning. If you can't stop it, you might as well go hard. Remember the club? There is no music, yet I must dance. You commit. You must dance. You will be the best dancer. The Vatar cheer. You're really committing. Let's try it. Ah, come on! You dance. Your body protests. Muscles scream. Hours pass. The Vatar grow bored. Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock! What have I done? Oh my god, I'm so exhausted! Oh my god. The pocket fades. You collapse. Everything hurts. Oh no! Oh no! Look at that exhaustion! I'm 7! The pocket is gone. The world returns to normal without that esoteric feeling, just grass, moon, cold air. Complete calm and quiet. You did well with this strange thing. Once again, you have learned nothing by this practical exercise. Take a deep breath, then leaves. Oh my god. It's dawn! Shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Can I go and rest? No! What have I done? Oh, there's people around. This can't be good. I'll see if I can actually go to bed. Oh, no. How am I supposed to do the second day when I'm 7 exhausted? No! Oh, come on. There has to be a... Before you lies a bedroll. Take a long rest. Okay. Oh, thank God. You lay down your bedroll, finding sleep difficult. As you stir, you think about your quest. The star witness, the man in yellow. Frank, son of Frank. He might be a dead end, though you've got a distinct feeling that he's lurking somewhere below. But you still haven't even entered the tea shop. It's probably time you do that tomorrow, unless you want to be contrarian. Yeah, I'll get to the tea shop, which is fine. You're allowed to be contrarian. I'm just saying. It's the mystery of the tea shop campaign, not the I'm gonna dungeon crawl all day campaign. Oh, that's delightful. Anyway. As your mind wanders, you realize you still have not entered the tea shop. Your main quest here on Tolstad. You focused a lot on other things, so it's understandable, but perhaps now it's time. I love how the game is like, do the thing. So many loose threads, but don't worry, you've got time. It's time to delve deeper, past the below. Among its many secrets, some path has to go deeper. I really like that. Before you know, 8 hours have passed. You've successfully completed your long rest. Man, 8 hours have passed? Oh boy. Oh, Snell's not going to be happy with me, but I needed to take a long rest. I needed it. I couldn't have been doing stuff all day with 7 exhaustion on me. Oh, can I... Yep, still day 2, I know. Your muscles strain as the second day begins. Today you need to gather more evidence. This mystery will not solve itself. I'm not feeling too good. This is literally how you feel, like 50% of the time. More sleep would help. Perhaps tomorrow. I fell asleep quickly for once. Because you are, and were, exhausted. You gotta keep running around if you want to get shit done. Ignore those tired legs. Keep on running. Question. Who cares if I actually complete this mission or not? Your patriarch, for one. There are rumors that the Law Lord is putting a lot of pressure on your superiors. Yes, a lemmican. A lemmican? A lemmican? A lemmican. We're going with a lemmican. A lemmican. Who is that? A lemmican. One of the... I've said that word a lot now. One of the last Earthfolk houses to arrive after the founding of Norvik. They originally went east during the Coast War, but had a handful of them survived and fled to Norvik with several Arcanist artifacts. Today they are highly revered in the city. The third Lord Patriarch Hagar having been of their bloodline. If you cause trouble, if you don't handle this, there will be trouble. Even more so than last time. Well, that was fine and dandy. Ooh, books. What do the books do? Oh, I get bless! I suppose that's my altar? Yep, take breath. Oh, I can do other stuff. Contemplate your fall into the river. It was not an accident. You are not so clumsy. But the question here is not why you fell, but the question is why do you live? Contemplate the assassin. Attacked from below. But you feel no worry, for the danger is but a misunderstanding in your mind. The answer is deep, and you know it all too well. So this is like little areas that you can like contemplate women. They exist. They prosper. You will not have one, for they are not yours to have. Though they may So I can't get over the... You will not have one. Though there might be some who fancy you, if you show yourself to be a good man. Or bad, if you want the baddies. Contemplate druidism. The Undercoast elf is a good woman. She holds many natural friends in this unnatural place. If you wish to seek the green path, then be nice to her and her friends. Perhaps one day you will join her. I'll contemplate the Lich House. They do not tell you the whole truth, and there are deals in the background you are not privy to. Tread carefully around the pale man. It is 4 helpers. 4 helpers? I wonder who the 4 helpers are. Prepare spells. Okay, so I have spells to prepare. Okay, here we go. So, what's bless do? You bless yourself. Yep, 1d4 for ability checks seems pretty good. I think I prepared... I'll definitely get speak with animals. Cure wounds, charm person. Inflict wounds. I think I had detect alignment last time. Or undead, they will be clearly indicated to you. Additionally, any behold check will reveal the creature's alignment in accordance with your strings. So that would be cool for certain things, but the Shield of Faith doesn't seem that great. I mean, any instance of losing damage and it's reduced by 1? That's not that great, in my opinion. So I might just go detect alignment, because that might actually be, you know, doing some stuff for me. Nice. Alright, let's go. I'll talk to Eta. Oh, Etta? I don't know her name. Oh, can I behold? I can behold again! Oh. Just nothing happens then. Yeah, cool. The Celestial appears to focus on her work, a stack of many, many documents with her many, many eyes. There is no acknowledgement of your presence in her many, many eyes. She is avoiding eye contact in an effort to avoid conversation. None of them are looking at you? What are the odds? I am busy. Just look at her documents. They are detailed notes about the tea shop. You need help with that? I do not require assistance, cleric. You defeated a skeleton that makes you a man. You defeated the roper. You told her what you thought about her eyes. Nat 20! Hell yeah. You clench. You pause unnecessarily bodily functions. And some necessary ones, like a breathing. And you focus on the goal. Speech. Tell me about Earth. She stops writing. She mimics a sigh. The faded man god. Earth of Norvik. That's the guy. Yes. She lifts her hand, pointed towards your chest. I serve his remnants. Dietzi Smolkov. Smolkov, what? Her many eyes look at you. The Celestial turns her head in your direction, just a bit. I uphold my honor through the service to the Coinlord. Good. Stay honorable. Serve the city well. Honorable. She turns back to her documents. I am unsure about many things. Yet for now, I serve. Valkyrie. Good for good or ill. Her stance, it relaxes. Ever so slightly, she settles in your presence. She is a fascinating creature. Ask her more. God, she's terrifying. There we go. Now she will speak with you, for real. Oh! I can ask her to join? No, I am busy, cleric. Good. You are strong enough to carry this team. Snell actually does a lot. You should appreciate him more. The goblin. He means well, but he is just a bit of assistance, barely noticeable. No, Snell has saved my ass a few times, so... Men were not meant to carry the world upon their shoulders, not alone. What do you know of the pale man in the morgue? She closes her book, floating before her. Avoid that creature. There is a darkness there. Her halo spins erratically for a moment. I have been told not to interfere, both with the mortician and his helpers. Something is certainly off about him. I always fail this check. Oh, but he seems like such a normal guy. Avoid Viskin. Helpers? Mercenaries. Creatures who roam below. Dark spirits. I wonder if the assassins serve Viskin. Maybe they don't like that I'm around. But why do they save me from the morgue? From the river and when did I wake up there? No, that doesn't make any sense. They are they are unofficially sanctioned. None opposes their presence, for Viskin keeps them in line. Do not engage them unless forced. Did he have something to do with the tea shop? Not likely. Why? Viskin has been a presence here for almost 4 decades. To my knowledge, during all this time, he has never caused any issues. Beyond that, Viskin is also in tight cooperation with the Halfway Bridge tribe. Since they are the main drivers in this investigation, it would be strange if Viskin was behind it. Although, if you find any evidence towards his involvement, let me know. Shouldn't I keep an eye on him then? If you wish. I suggest not engaging. Don't. You'll just get in trouble. What is he? At best, he is a weak arcanist. At worst, he is a powerful arcanist. A true arcanist would be fascinating. It is not impossible to imagine. Okay. Good info. Thanks. She opens her book again. Do not engage. That is my advice. What do you think about the goblins? What information do you require? How are they, as a people here in Tolstad? Weak-willed and powerless as individuals. A creature that survives through reliance on the group and on greater creatures. That's not fair. They're clearly stronger than they look. Her, her eyes glance at you. I would describe humans the same way. She's calling you weak? Not okay. Fair. We are weak, alone, strong together. She nods slowly, but I do not see it as a negative. The voice softens. Humility and trust are important traits, in all, for all. Agreed. That is what I think. What else? Can I trust their chieftain? Lady Sageleaf is a powerful creature. Do not trifle with her, or her pawns. Her behavior is clean and highly acceptable. However, she does meddle in dark actions when needed. She looks at you for a few seconds. Perform your duties and leave. That is my advice. What do goblins do here? Just in general. The goblins perform manual labor such as militia duty, construction, various public services, mail delivery, and manning many defensive perimeters in the city below. Over the last decade, they have taken up nearly all posts on Tolstad. They are also overrepresented in crime statistics and are several times more likely to join and form crime syndicates than the general human or dwarven populace all over the city. This appears to be primarily due to the segregated housing areas, lack of access to higher-paying jobs, and general cultural elements. The goblins are a troubled yet slowly integrating part of Norvik, from what I have observed. Yeah, I feel awkward as well, yep. It appears to be a highly politicized topic. I apologize if I've made you uncomfortable. She is correct. The goblins are troublesome indeed. Lady Sageleaf has clearly cleaned up Tolstad, but most of your other encounters with goblins have been rather unpleasant. Or perhaps the cleaning up has been the result of goblins being more welcomed in Tolstad over the past 10 years. Somewhat more welcomed. I have other non-goblin related questions. Yes, what else? You have very cool armor. Thank you. She has practiced the formal way of answering a compliment, because in her culture, one does not do such things. No, thank you. She just keeps working. Do you just sit here all day or what? No, cleric. What do you do then? When the Coinlord does not require my services, I attend to the archives, from dawn to dusk, normally. Then I perform a patrol, as is described in my service contract. A good service to the city. So, you stay here all day, then you go out all night? Yes, I work, cleric. Her kind do not require sleep. Can I come with you on your patrol? No, cleric. You are unable to fly, and I am unable to carry you. Her carrying you? The thought immediately causes you to stir. Okay, my guy, relax. No, stay hot on the money. You've got this. You cast fly once. It was not worth the investment. You got sick while doing it. Sounds fun. Those feelings are very human. My service is to the Coinlord. She is bound by duty, but where does her heart lie? A truly great woman, commendable to the utmost level. You are an ethereal yet imposing woman. Imposing. Ethereal. Her telepathic voice gets dropped down to several octaves. Oh no. All the way down your back. Your spine. Say the right thing? That's impossible. I can never get that. Never mind that, actually. Her many eyes stare at you for approximately 3.5 seconds. And then she says, okay. Have a good day, Etta. Time to leave. I love just... I'll never be able to have a woman. I don't know. It's just... It fucking broke me. Alright, where's that? Because something did go off a phylogenistic agenda. Women, they're everywhere. Your worth as a man is based only on the admiration you get from them. Your goal, get a date. A real date. Good luck. Okay, so that's on the agenda as well, apparently. Get a date. I better go see Snell. I wonder if he's going to be pissed that I'm like, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll go see it with Snell. I won't go into the tea shop just yet. Fuck, where is his house? Oh, I think it's down below in the garden. Nah, that's the wrong way. Hello. What? Isn't that my helmet? Ooh, I have a very full inventory. What's this helmet do again? -2 to charisma. This gives me +2 to... I think I'll swap it out. Oh my god, I look like a doofus. Fancy hat. Where's that go? Does that go on here? I could probably wear this. Is it here? So I put the fancy hat underneath the helmet? The fuck? Yeah, I had a lot of minus charisma, wow. I should probably do some stuff with this. Tavern key. Oh, I can equip that? I could probably wear this? Okay. Advantage in esoteric events. I do want that still. Movable... I can't believe I still had the immovable rod. Oh, what am I... Oh, I don't have the rats. And I have the cranium ant. Bone dust. Oh my god, these fucking rats. Oh, I need to look at that as well. I'll do that now. God, I look so dumb with the frog helmet. You hold up the paper, finding it to actually be a torn out page of a book. The name in the margin suggests the book is called A Gnome Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. Oh, that didn't do anything. Put it away. Oh, it doesn't do anything. I guess I need to see someone about it. It's the only guess I have. Okay, let's go to Snell. Let's go to Snell. Wait, what is my bonus at the moment? Let's have a look. Oh, my dex is super low. What's that from again? That's from the frog mouth. I need something to buff my dex. Oof. Recovers a first level spell slot every 3rd hour. That's pretty good. Charisma is insanely high. My constitution's already fucking shot. Let your faith guide you. Well, the movable rod is just a bonus to dex without needing to get any negatives. Dream patch. Can be used to recover a 3rd level spell slot. I don't have them yet, so there's no point. Okay, -2 to wisdom, -1. 1 strength minus wisdom. All these rats get negatives. Why would I have them on me? Practically your face. Oh, that's pretty good. But -2 strength though. Mace of Terror. I do need more constitution. But my dex is super low. I feel really, really dumb to not bring anything that could help me out. My wisdom is insanely high though. I do like having really good wisdom. No, I think I might be good. That gives +1 to strength, eh? I do like the charisma more. Okay. I do... Advantage in situations where you need a hammer. No, I don't like the fact that I have really low dex, but I think it's just what I gotta do. I can't be an all-rounder. Like, I need to know that certain things won't... Just, I look so dumb with the frog helmet as well. Okay, let's go see Snell. I'm pretty sure they're in the city below. Oh, nope, there's Snell. He's waiting. Good afternoon, cleric. The goblin gives you a questioning look. Ready to head out? Yeah, more or less. The goblin collects his things, strapping a pouch to his hip, adjusting his jacket. As he finishes up, he says, "By the way, yesterday with Darrow." Thanks. Doesn't make much of a difference to people like him, but seeing you stand up to Darrow like that? Priceless. I only did what was right. What an honorable cleric we've picked up. Oh boy. Finally, Snell puts a pouch inside his inner jacket pocket. Alright, I'm ready. Snell joins your party. Let's go, Snell! We have a tea shop to investigate. Alright, let's go to the tea shop. We've got the passphrase. I wonder if you can guess the passphrase if you have like a really high intelligence. That'd be really cool. Okay. Now let's just go. Oh, was there something I wanted to check out? Oh, it was this thing. I'll check with you after. You approach the tea shop door once more. Right, tea shop. So what's the plan, cleric? Clear your throat and speak the password. Cardamom poison. Saying the words immediately causes the nails to jump out of the planks. The blue aura of the arcane lock spell just fades away. They fall to the ground, one after the other. Now you can complete your quest. The goblin shakes his head. Cardamom. Goblins generally do not enjoy cardamom cake for some strange alien reason. Your companion does not enjoy the taste of sweet, sweet cardamom. I love cardamom cake. Of course you do. You're only human. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. You could smell it already. It's like you're looking into a burnt out fireplace. The ash and cinder is all that remains. The goblin gives you a serious look. It's time, cleric. You get ready to step inside. Your whole body begins to shiver. Let's go. Laughter and debate once filled these seats. There's a lot of things to investigate in here. Along the wall you find a row of booths. Any textiles are obviously ruined, but the wood itself remains standing. Interesting. Your companion squats down and checks under the tables. Yep, it's fucked up down here too. Insightful. Happy to help. The goblin glances to the other booths. Now look around, I guess. The militia hosed this whole place down, Snell says while lifting a coal-like wooden piece. Especially here in the front. It's all sludge. Going to be hard finding any signs of, well, anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't that be neat? He says and drops the piece. Yell if you find something. You focus on this particular booth, or what it used to be. The textiles once draped over the seat have been turned to ash and charred all along the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, the elemental forces here are intense. The stone slabs remain standing for now, scorched like the dwarven architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. He lifts his head and sniffs. Keep looking for now, but let's not waste too much time here. He's ordering you around. He can't do that. The goblin is simply making conversation. Don't read into it. I do have a good wisdom. Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice around the booth, till something catches your eye. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. Melted Elim brooch. It's a tiny metal leaf that fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe off the soot and find it in a strange condition, its intricate design shows more both value and style, but you feel a tingle down your arm. The tiny leaf fits in the palm of your gloved hand. A magic item? The brooch is half melted. A magic item does not get destroyed like this. Not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply just doesn't happen. This is a brooch designed by Ilum hands. What are Ilum? Ilum, an ancient elven empire, now a shell of its former self. Once ruled by Ilum the Mender, a walking god who signed a treaty with Earth. Their great woodsland stands as the border between Askan and Reeds. I found something. Oh? The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your hand. Strange. Interesting. It kind of survived the fire? Bring it with. Show it to the old lady. Why would she care? Obviously she'd care. Alright, sure. He looks around. Let's focus somewhere else in here. Focus on the charred remains of the boot of the table. Glancing around the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else, barely existing. But it is wood, intact wood, relatively speaking. The malicious attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well, so all the soot is just sludge. It is still quite strong. It is still quite strong, wedged along this stone bench. Put pressure on the broken piece. You lean on it, you strain. It takes some effort, but as soon as you hear the wood fibers twitching. Burnt bracken. It snaps. You hold the piece of the wood in your hands. Your companion gives you a confounded look. Well, was it not ruined enough for you? Yeah, just taking out some rage. Not like I'm gonna stop you. Looking at the piece of wood, it's been infused with fiery energies. Looking inside the burnt wood, you see a sliver of a live bracken. Oh, yeah, that's the trees up top. The kind of white ones that kind of go all the way down and below. Its impervious nature, sometimes called ironwood. Awesome. The inland forest holds the largest collection of bracken in the world. The thickness of the survived and burnt wood suggests a certain level of heat and firepower. This was caused by a fireball spell. A regular third level spell wouldn't do this kind of damage to bracken. Oh, interesting. Well, there we go. Let's stop investigating this booth. Okay, so we've covered everything there. We've got some good leads. There we go. There's the impact. That's where this... It's a miracle the chamber had not been completely collapsed. Here we go. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been completely pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations, and every single thing in the chamber is burnt. This is the center. But where exactly did the explosion originate from? The stony tile, scorch marks, and general aesthetic makes this look like a dragon's lair. Beware, beware. Let's do it! Yes! Oh. I hurt my neck doing that. You look around and find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion was struggling with itself. With that thought, you receive a vision, replaying the event in your mind, an explosion. In the chamber. Conflagration spreading. It just doesn't work. However, you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions. Suddenly it clicks. The floor, it has several marks. You start counting. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which the fire clearly spread. The explosion is no... Explosions. Explosions. Multiple. Your companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking over. What did you say? You keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even that is not enough. Fires, the immense force. 7, 8. You point at the last spot on the floor where you can see near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9. 9 of them. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one? You're about to blow his little mind, aren't you? Hold up 7 fingers. 9 separate explosions. Simultaneously. He stares at your fingers. He won't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? We got a cabal of sorcerers, a coven? What? Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with him? The goblin is not your boss. You don't need to tell him everything. Anything. Could be useful to keep this to yourself for now. I'll explain once we report to your lady. He looks up at you and down. Sure. Gotcha. His tone implies a threat. Something like, if you lie to her, she'll eat you alive. Leave the rubble alone. So a necklace of fireballs. The only not disintegrated thing in the central chamber of this stone is the stone slab. The table. It was once a stone table. Now it is scorched as the rest of the tea shop. Maybe leave it alone. Your arms cannot carry that burden. Ah, yes, a table. It must have been flipped over by the force of the explosion. Leave this for last, if you are able. So whisper the strings in your ears. You want to flip the table? It's damn heavy, but we can do it together. I have a chance. I have +3 to it. Let's do it. Yes. You grab the thick table with your gloved hands, gripping it firmly, strongly. Snell copies your movements. On 3. 1, 2, 3. What's that? Is that a body? You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Amidst soot and broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the structure around it. An aura of sorrow. This is pure tragedy beyond any imaginable degree. It's a... Snell stares at it. Yeah, Snell stares at it. He is silent. Give him a second, he'll appreciate it. Gods be good. One casualty. He flinches and looks at you. Yeah, confirmed. The corpse appears completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average in human terms, somewhat slender. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. The goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. The goblin breaks this intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He's afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern. Cleric. Experience with corpses? None. Great. Guess we'll do this one step at a time. We should do a preliminary checkup, just to scope out the scene. Then we'll get a transport to the Lich House, I guess. Luckily, it's close by. He is barely listening to you. I'll check the head, you, check the hands or something. He is keeping a healthy distance. The goblin is afraid. He does not want to touch the corpse. You feel bad for him. You take a few careful steps up to it. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Look at the torso. A dark mass, once skin, now appears to be but a solid mass. It does not even smell. The intense heat causes rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in this position, most likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but blackened, brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. The mortician will have to determine that. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age, she crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it. Good info. He leans in slightly closer. Too far to see anything. The poor goblin. You see the left hand is half destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it. Could have shattered in the fall if the source of the fire wasn't instantaneous enough. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip. Holding something. A clue, of course. You've read stories like this. The victim always grips something important when they die. Something looks like something brittle in the grip. Perhaps leave it for later. No, this is a bad idea unless you want it to break in that fist like 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. Oh. You attempt to pry and dig, but clearly you're not doing very well. Because soon enough, the charred hand crackles and the corpse soot. Oh God, save us all. Your everything shivers. There's corpse stuff all over your hands! I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this! In your panic, your hand disintegrated, disintegrated further, creating a pile of dust and chunks on the scorched floor. Oh my God, I'm continuing to take damage! Your gloves, they are covered in person. It is horrific to be so close to death. A person stops being a person when their soul leaves. It's okay. As the terror wears off and the soot comes off, you find yourself in the mess you made. Glimmering. A chain. thin gold chain, or parts of it. However, the second you see it, you watch it begin to glow, an esoteric glow. Then it starts to break apart in front of your eyes, the gold chain within seconds turning into another pile of dust. The fuck? That was magic, right? Yes. The goblin grimaces. A defense mechanism. Nothing you could deal with right now. Check out the head. Not much to see. Fire's burned off, everything. No pain. This was an instant destruction of the mind and soul. You sense it by looking at this twisted husk of a person. It was a quick death. Gods be good. The thought of one moment being here and another being not causes your stomach to churn. While charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. The mouth is intact. Good. And why is that good exactly? So you can have someone to talk to, of course. Speak with dead. Requires an intact mouth of the corpse to successfully mimic speech. Even in this condition, the corpse should be a valid target. Do I notice anything? Good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Oh. Ears? Look at the ears, Snell. He squints. Barely there. What about them? Look closer. Sure. What am I supposed to... Oh. Oh. Despite barely keeping the recognizable form, what remains of the ears have a peculiar shape. They're sharp, pointy. Oh. Pointy ears. He looks around. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with this body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not a gnome, and not a human. The goblin takes a step back. No chance. Denial for both of you. It's unbelievable, but there is no doubt. Oh no. Your companion glares at the corpse, his head then slowly turns towards you. Oh no. Oh dear gods. It's a damn elf! Scent of ukul mist fade, flame miss. 'Tis the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed the elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below, far, far below. Oh. Of course. Oh, hey, it's the Death Knight. The Duck, that's him. Your eyes follow the towering dark knight as he walks past, heading down the stairs. The body is secured. Good. The pale man answers behind his desk. Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely upon the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. Huh? A dwarf. What? Why? The tea shop used to be a gathering place for the Asgards. My first thought was an infighting or political assassination. But an elf? There's like 3 of them in the entire city. Don't say anything for a while. After a few seconds, the goblin scoffs and rubs his eyes. Did the dwarves have a deal with Ilum? Did Drummer? He lets out a big sigh. I guess we've got more questions to ask. How bad is this? The Ilum are powerful, even in Norvik. Wait, I thought Norvik was the... Oh, I guess they must have some power in the city rather than Tolstad. Whereas Tolstad... Fuck. I keep on getting confused between if Norvik is the country and the land, and Tolstad is the city. I'm very confused. Let's just click it. Norvik, so Norvik is the city, Tolstad is the land. Got it. Yeah. Could spell trouble for sure. Should be easy to identify an elf, right? You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. I don't like Viskin. We shouldn't have brought the elf here. Look, I'll say it again. He's a weirdo. But the old lady has a deal with him. So for better or worse, he's our guy. The connection here is interesting. They're both strange entities here in this strange city. This is above my rank. But I don't see anyone else jumping at the chance, so you're still serving the old lady for now. He's ordering you around again, but perhaps this is not the time to complain. So what now? The goblin does not look forward to reporting all of this. Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop. Then we report to the Lady Sageleaf. He snaps his fingers. ASAP. As you hear the pale man clear his throat across the circular chamber. Cleric, I am finished with my report. Give Viskin a thumbs up. Yeah. You obviously want to do the thing. The thing. You know, the thing. He holds up his hand to his mouth and mimics talking. What thing? He groans. You know the thing you clerics do with corpses? What's it called? When you speak with the dead? You never had a chance to speak with dead before coming here. The spell, speak with dead? Oh, it's just called that, right? Oh, that's the one. Right. That's the thing I am somewhat capable of doing. He squints. Phrasing it like that doesn't evoke trust in your abilities, cleric. But you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that, you should easily be able to figure out who, what, when, why, and so on. Perhaps Viskin can tell you something about that spell. I can't cast the level spells yet, though. Oh, wait, what? Shit. Doesn't it take years to learn that? Huh? Give me an afternoon or 2. Well, aren't you absolutely horrifying? Let's talk to Viskin about his report. Sure, lead the way. Alright, where's Viskin? Viskin! Ooh, I wonder if I can find out more about him. Whoop! More. He's a level 17 entrepreneur. You remember hearing about this man. He used to be a dentist and a surgeon. His study to be in a magical realm is immense, far beyond your capabilities. Some of these texts he surrounds himself with would suggest he can cast 5th or even 6th level spells. Couldn't be higher, could it? Mm-hmm. Yes, he says with a smile, putting away some of his documents before him. There's a zombie downstairs. The Dark Knight works with Viskin? Why? So, I'm getting further and further closer to being able to do that. Nice. Tell me about the dead elf. Yes, cleric. There are a few points to go over. 6 points of interest, to be precise. He hands you a piece of paper with the points on them. Tell me which points you wish to go over. Oh boy, you have control. You like this. The goblin groans. Don't give him choices. We'll be here forever. Begin with the least interesting. That will keep you engaged and most susceptible for information gathering. Start with the utmost importance. You need to know this. Who cares? Just get through this boring list as quickly as possible. Point 1. The transfer? Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough. Thanks to the charring, that gentle repose did what it could. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse, wrapped up in Yim silk, special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was completed. Point 2. Folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. Even while the teeth had been ruined, the fangs presented as clear evidence. It is an Ilum elf. One without horns or other bestial alterations. Point 3. Just says sex? Yes, sex. Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. Sex would be nice. Not with anyone in this place, though. Well, funny, this is probably not the best moment to attempt a joke. Be boring. Go on. After much consideration, I've established that this was, at the time of death, a female elf. Tragedy. Interesting. Would it be less of a tragedy if it was a male elf? No. I like women. A lie. You love women more than your own flesh. He says nothing, he just nods, and then he returns to his documents. Can we please just focus on the points here? Point 4. Mouth intact? Yes, it is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, Cleric. Oh! Can't you do that? I am sadly not that powerful, nor authorized to handle such magic. A lie. Point 5. Ilum identity. This elf is clearly of Ilum nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart. Or foolish. I suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow or his Valkyrie. Yeah, that sounds like trouble. That embassy is on the other side of town. Plus, they're not exactly known to be too welcoming to inquiries. Point 6. Hands. Yes, they were quite broken when the corpse arrived here. I'm assuming she held onto something at the time of death. Did you take something out of her grasp, Cleric? No, I did no such thing. The goblin glares at you. In case you are mistaken, Cleric, I was just keeping it in mind. As a clue. Okay. He nods. I'd want to keep stuff from Viskin. I don't trust him. Point 7. The, cause of death? Fire. The easy answer is usually the correct one. She was incinerated instantaneously. The final shape of the body informs this judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended up makes it clear. She was moving until the fire erupted. That is all. Point 8. It says clerical compensation? No such point, Cleric. What else? The pale man is learning how to handle you. That's all I have. Right. Good. Now listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell. Does it sound like what it sounds like it can do? More or less. It's only 5 questions, but those 5 can be very useful. Necromancers are rare in this city. Some specialized clerics are taught it, but few are powerful enough to know it innately at the 3rd level. However, for lack of a better way to put this, I know a guy. Can I get a scroll from the towers? As a low-ranking cleric, you can't get access to anything higher than 1st level. It truly and utterly sucks. Can I trust this guy's guy? He wants you to pick up this spell so you can use it on the corpse. So it's in his interest somehow you get this spell. So yeah? Maybe? Tell me about this guy of yours. His name is Bondeval. He is, or was, an arcanist, a pupil of the Fortress of Verdun, if you believe the rumors. A cursed and evil place you've heard about in stories since you were a child. Surely this is a necromancer. He can teach me speak with dead? Bondeval is an eccentric fellow. You might find him down in the crypts. Alright, I'll go look for him. If you treat him well, he will surely share his knowledge with you. Once you are in the crypts, west of the western coffins, once you are in the crypts, one of the western coffins has a handle that may be rotated. Do so, then pull. His private area will be revealed. Sounds cryptic. He enjoys his privacy, generally speaking. Once you've learned Speak with Dead, return and we can cast it on the corpse. He leans back and nods. That is all. Anything else, Cleric? Yeah, I get to ask him about solving Olz's riddle. You are better in investigation than I imagined, Cleric. Yes, I completed one of her riddles. What was your riddle? It was a test of anything about fire, life, and death. That is all. No. Are you bound by some oath? No, Cleric. I am simply being courteous. To Olzis. He nods. To the Sphinx. So you know Olzis, then? She is aware of me. We do not fraternize. But I do not enjoy angering her. I don't want him to help me solve my riddle. That's all, thanks. Turn around and whisper to Snell. Tell me. I think I've already asked him about the tea shop. What's there to say? I know about as much as your average Novikian. He has a humble shrug. A lie. He knows much more. How much does your average Novikian know? Very little, I'm afraid. His eyes, they do not waver. He's looking at you, waiting for another question despite you obviously wanting more information. The pale man is toying with you. Make him speak, and now you can tell me what you know about it. Of course. I heard the explosion. I went out to investigate only to find the tea shop caught in a raging inferno. The Tolstad militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside, so as to not be in the way. He is describing it with a wonderful rhythm. Either he is a great storyteller, or the speech has been rehearsed. And that is that. What were you doing when the explosion occurred? Working. He motions to the stack of papers on his desk. The explosion occurred at noon, but the day it happened was an official city holiday. Why would he be working on Toll's leaving? You were working on a city holiday? Yes. Not a lie. Something else. I was behind. You know how it is. I'm pretty much always behind. I suck. Honesty is a virtue. Oh, come now. I'm sure it's not all bad. Anything else you wanted to ask? Did you hear anything in peculiar? A loud bang, some shouting afterwards. What sort of shouting? From the militia, they were rushing to the scene. The fire prevention declaration has truly done wonders for this city. Fire Prevention Declaration. Signed into action a few years ago, the Fire Prevention Declaration is a governmental attempt to curb the spreading of fires by employing always-ready folk in every district. The response times have been pushed down to less than 10 minutes. Nothing else? As the entire district almost turned into an inferno, yes, there was quite a lot of commotion. Nothing that stands out, however. Like nothing else. Not that I recall. Are you sure? The pale man stares at you for a while. How thick are you? He does not want to tell you anything else. But while he has not been lying, there is something missing. Interesting. Maybe you shouldn't pry more. Pretty sure. I'm done asking questions about the incident. Okay, anything else? Thank you, bye! Alright. I think that's a pretty good place to leave it as well. I'm gonna save. I know I auto-save, but I like doing just proper. I'll keep it. Can make a new save just in case. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it because we're gonna go. You know, I have to get a little bit of a level. As you can see, I'm like really, really close to leveling up to level whatever level I need to. I'm assuming I need to be level 3 to cast third level spells. Not like it is in D&D, but you know, whereby I think you need to be level 5 to cast third level spells, if I remember correctly. I haven't played D&D, like the 5e system, for a while, so I'm not certain. But I'm assuming once I reach level 3, I can do third level spells, and one of them is Speak with Dead. So there you go. Yes, had a great time. Amazing. Love this game. Definitely going to keep on streaming it. And if you're watching the VOD, I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying the story that's unfolding. Again, this game is amazing for that reason. It's telling a compelling mystery. It's got an amazing mystery. It's got such a rich, wistful sort of a feel to the world. I love some of the narrative stuff it's doing, like the whole like recap things it does when you sleep. I always enjoy that. Even in my own like tabletop games, I like to do things where like during long rests and stuff, or like respites or whatever, I ask the players like a bunch of questions like, where do you think you are at the moment? You know, like what's going through your head and stuff. And I feel like that's been implemented in this sense. It's been really, really fun. Yeah, it's just lots of fun for this game. The sort of antics that you can get up with in this, whereby like even with the assassin before, right? Whereby I just kind of talked to them and I just made them like freak out and then they like vanished away. Like I love whenever any sort of game or any sort of when any sort of game gives you like a multifaceted way to deal with problems that arise in in encounters. You can deal with it in your own sort of unique way. Like I always appreciated with Pillars of Eternity 2, whereby like your other skills, like New Vegas is another classic example, whereby you can use these kind of out of left field sort of like skill choices to be able to win people over. I remember like in the battle for Hoover Dam, you can actually convince the legate to actually like just leave you alone based on like a trade roll, like a mercantile roll, if I remember correctly. I don't know the specifics of it, but there is some sort of weird thing where if you have like a really high skill for barter, you can just like talk to him and he goes, oh yeah, I won't do this anymore, and like runs away or something, and so you avoid the fight. Stuff like that. And then in Pillars of Eternity 2, as I was trying to say before I went on a rant, there's bits where you can use like your knowledge of like streetwise and stuff to like break up fights, and when you have knowledge in mechanics, you can like argue to people, be like, no, that won't work because of this mechanic thing. And I don't know, even in the part of Pillars of Eternity 2, I'm doing a second playthrough of it, and there's a bit where you can speak to a dragon that's chained beneath the water temple, and you can actually find like a way to have like a compromise whereby they keep like a part of their soul chained into the prison while the dragon actually goes free, and you only get that if you have like really high metaphysics. So again, just another one of those things of like a golden sort of rule, I reckon, for any game design is be flexible in ways that allow a player to solve a problem in their path with anything but what you intend the main thing to do. Like, if they get into a fight, maybe they shouldn't be able to just like fight their way through it, like with fists or weapons or dodging out of the ways. There is like smarter ways that players can like navigate that encounter. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and wherever you all are in the world, I hope you're having a good week, a good weekend, and all that sort of stuff, and you've found your little piece of happiness. That's what we all need right now. So, have a good night.